Oh no, Ticket. He would never do that. I don't think he would ever do that. He has too many morals and ethics. I don't think he would ever free Diddy. Man, like, share, subscribe. Y'all come back up in here, man. Y'all already know how I do, man. Salute to everybody tapping on in, man. Appreciate all y'all, man. You understand what I'm saying? And once again, this is why I always tell y'all, I don't praise man, I praise God. Right? Because it just don't matter. In the midst of all this stuff that's going on, what did I tell y'all? How did I tell y'all this is gonna go? How did I tell y'all this is gonna now press one if you guys can hear me in the comments? That's what we're gonna do that first of all. And make sure that you guys click that link at the top of the chat room and go get that A Weapons album. You know what I'm saying? He be on most of our intros. Make sure y'all click that link. It's pinned at the top of the chat right now, or it's in the comment section. You'll see it. Go get the album, man. Salute to everybody that's when they got the album, man. That supported the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is, man. And all the other links, y'all already know. Cash App, PayPal, podcast, free website membership, and y'all can link to the website, weight loss formula. All that stuff is in the comments, man. Let's get right into this, man. So, Ticket, man. You know, I'm telling you, man. Shout out to the brother Diddy Docket too, man. You know what I'm saying? Always holding it down. I don't know, Ticket. I don't believe it, man. I don't think he would ever do that. He has too many principles, Ticket. He's trying to drain the swamp. Yeah, okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, according to reports, and I will put a link to articles in the description box after this video is over with. You understand what I'm saying? Donald J. Trump now is seriously, as Diddy today has filed for another $50 million bail, right? I'm telling y'all this right now, right? Another $50 million bail. I'm telling y'all this right now. So Donald J. Trump, now, according to reports, shot a deadline for this report, right? Now seriously considering a pardon for Sean Diddy Combs ahead of sentencing. White House officials says nothing. Officially says nothing, right? Now, according to the report, it says Donald Trump is heavily weighing giving Diddy a full, let me repeat myself again, full presidential pardon ahead of the convicted Bad Boy Records founder's sentencing later this year, right? Nearly 2 months after Trump publicly entertained the notion of a Diddy pardon and an Oval House gaggle, a comprehensive get-out-of-jail card for Diddy is being seriously considered. An administration source has now told Deadline. Additionally, as several associates of the much accused and currently incarcerated All About the Benjamins performer have been pitching the White House, other insiders confirmed the topic has leveled up from just another Trump weave to an actionable event, since Combs was found partially guilty in his New York sex trafficking trial early this month. Of course, as a number of parties attest, this being the roller coaster of Trump world, any decision on Combs' pardon is in flux until the President of the United States actually puts it on paper. Repeatedly, denied a $50 million bail and release from Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center. Since his arrest last September, Combs could end up spending 2 to 3 years in federal prison upon his sentencing on October 3rd by Judge R. Subramanian. Any sentence certainly would include time already served by Combs. Even with that, and the Fed seeking the maximum under the sentencing guidelines, an appeal is widely expected to be launched by the 10-attorney deep defense almost immediately after sentencing occurs. Contacted by Deadline, Combs' defense team, led by Mark Anglifo and Tenny Gergero, had no comment on any pardon talk for their client. While a number of individuals close to Combs, both personally and professionally, have been very active in seeking White House recourse for the Grammy winner, the defense team itself has had no significant participation in the process. I hear. Up on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the reply was that the White House would not comment on the existence or non-existence of any clemency request, according to administration official. With a damning verdict for the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York delivered by federal jury on July the 2nd, after an 8-week sex trafficking trial, Combs escaped the most severe of criminal charges he was facing. Even before the mixed verdict came in, Trump exclaimed on May 30th that when it came to a Diddy pardon, he would certainly look at the facts. And if I think someone was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, says Trump, right? Is what Trump says. Um, you know, once big on Trump, Combs became quite critical of him during the Republicans' first term and endorsed Joe Biden in 2020. Before that, Trump and Combs had known each other for decades, with the former bluntly calling the latter a good friend in 2012. It's funny how they was cool, and then the switch up came, and now I need you. So can you please get me out of prison, out of jail, I should say. Soon after hitting stardom, the often, ostentatious Combs was a regular in the 1990s and 2000s Manhattan party and charity circuit, and often came into contact with Trump, who moved in similar circles. In the season 12 premiere of The Apprentice, Trump told a reticence ex-Danity Kane singer Audrey O'Day that he thought her former boss was a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him, asserting in May of this year that no one has asked for a pardon for Combs, Trump added. I know people are thinking about it as the May 12th starting trial went on. Jumping on to the fray after weeks of trolling Combs, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson filed to stop any pardon. I'm going to reach out so he knows how I feel about this guy. The Trump-friendly rap star, May 31st, posted on social media. Weeks later, after hearing harrowing testimony of drug-fueled sex freak-off sessions and violence from ex-girlfriends Jane and a very pregnant Cassie Ventura, as well as ex-staffers, male escorts, and law enforcement, the jury of 4 women and 8 men only convicted Combs on the charges of transportation to engage in prostitution, avoiding a likely life sentence. The 55-year-old Combs was declared not guilty in early July of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. The result laid bare the clear overreach and shortcomings of the Maureen Comey-led prosecutor's legal strategy, as well as the power of celebrity in American justice. This week, Combs' defense lawyers again requested that their client be let out of his confinement. Yet again, an offer of $50 million bond was put on the table, as were restrictions on Combs' travel and who he interacts with. Early this month, Judge Submarinian gave the prosecution and the defense a July 30th deadline to put together a detailed package on letting Combs out for the roughly 60 days before sentencing. It looks like that proposal will not be a joint proposal from the parties. Through more documents from the defense might show up in the docket in the next 24 hours. Oval Office consideration of the Combs pardon has grown in recent days, I'm told by multiple sources. The increased interest also comes out as a distraction politics advocating President of the United States faces an uprising by his MAGA base over the continued reluctance on the part of the Department of Justice to make public the files of now dead sex offender and former Trump pal Jeffrey Epstein. Trump has even turned on enduring ally, Rupert Murdoch, with a $10 billion lawsuit after the Fox News owner's Wall Street Journal published a side piece on July the 18th on the president and Epstein's friendship. The well-connected millionaire was indicted in 2019 on sex trafficking charges and more involving underage women. As a point of contention for some who disbelieve the official suicide conclusion, Epstein died suddenly in custody in New York before his trial could begin. Not long after the Combs verdict was announced and the Epstein flip fallout exploded, lead prosecutor Comey, daughter of ex-FBI director and Trump foe James Comey, was brusquely fired from the Southern District of New York after years of service as an assistant U.S. attorney. In a July the 18th statement, in her exit, ex-Epstein prosecutor Comey never mentioned Trump by name, but left no doubt who she was referring to when she said fear is the tool of a tyrant, wielded to suppress independent thought. And so now we're at the day where, according to the reports, Donald J. Trump is now seriously considering a pardon for Sean P. Diddy Combs. Now, again, this is real. I think this is in play. And I think that, we're going to have to see how this thing plays out. Donald Trump could be making a big play here, though. He could be making a big risk with all this Epstein stuff going on if he does this for Diddy. Because Diddy still has a lot of enemies out there in big time circles. And if Trump does this, they definitely going to come after Trump. Now, here's the thing, right? Trump has been Teflon. He's been hard to get. You understand what I'm saying? Even right now, even today, he's still saying all kind of different stuff about this Epstein stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, this dude is doing anything he can to keep this Epstein stuff up off him, man. You know, I seen some other stuff today I'm gonna talk about tomorrow on my other channel about this Trump and Epstein stuff. And it's just wild. I mean, bro, every day is like new stuff coming out. It's crazy work. He's saying he was planted in the Epstein files now, and blah, and all this other stuff. And if I was in it, they would have been exposed me. No, because they would have exposed a lot of people that they like to. This is the thing I keep trying to tell y'all. But, you know, for all the people who thought that, oh, he would never do that. He would never let that guy out. Man, listen, bro. Money talks and everything else walks. It's America, baby. What y'all thought it was. You understand what I'm saying? And so, at the end of the day, Diddy may walk. Trump may let him out. You know, and it's going to be funny how all the people who hate Trump, let's see if they praise Trump. If he gives Diddy a free pass out of prison. Let's see how that talk goes now to all those same people, right? Yeah, hey, 3-Pete, I appreciate you for that Cash App too. Salute to you, brother. I seen you in the building with that. Salute to you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Leona, salute to you as well. I appreciate you. Jamal Wright, salute to you. I see you in the Cash App as well. Salute to all y'all that have been supporting the channel. Y'all already know what's up with me, man. Y'all smash the like button too. But yeah, that's what they saying going on, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what they saying going on. So, I mean, if he pardons Diddy and Ghislaine Maxwell, bro, I'm telling y'all right now, bro. Bro, it's going to go crazy. I'm telling y'all this. The streets is going to be crazy if he does this. And I'm just keeping it real with y'all. It's going to get real spooky out here in these streets if he pardons both of them. Imagine if he pardons Maxwell and Diddy in the same year. And I'm going to tell you something. Trump, he got the type of kahunas to do it, man. I don't think he really cares. I personally think he's in crash out mode. I don't think he gives a damn. What nobody say. I think he's going to do whatever he want to do. Now, here's the thing. How is he looking at this situation? That is a big question that has to be asked, too, that I think people can't underestimate. How is he going to look at this situation with Diddy and with, you know, what Diddy said about him and what Diddy, you know, basically, you know, endorsing Joe Biden and stuff like that? How is he going to feel about that? But at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, you know what I'm saying? You know, Trump and Diddy have known each other for a long time. So even though Diddy went against Trump, even Roger Bond said, yo, they used to have private meetings together. They'll go in that room. They'll be in that room for God knows how long. You know what I'm saying? Him and Trump. So who knows? You know what I mean? But hey, man, Trump may do it. Trump may do it. You know, and they're saying that it's real. It's in real motion, man. You know what I'm saying? They're saying it's in real motion, man. To the person who said he's late, what's going on? Well, what's going on is the reports out right now, late tonight, that Donald J. Trump is now seriously considering a full pardon for Sean Diddy Combs ahead of sentencing. Right? Imagine if Ghislaine Maxwell and Diddy get pardoned in the same year by Trump. Imagine that. Boy. Man. You talking about, you know, and listen, the reason why I can see Trump doing it is because that would be his middle finger to everybody else. Straight up. I can see Trump doing it. I'm not even going to front, y'all. I can see him doing it. I can see him doing that. Easy, I can see him doing that. And that'd be his middle finger to everybody. Like, y'all want to screw with me? Okay. Well, I'm gonna screw with y'all. I'm freeing the guy. I literally could see him doing that. And I think that people should take that serious. When we talk about that, I don't think people should take that as a joke. I think people should take that serious because I seriously could see him pardoning both of those people. You know what I mean? Now here's the thing. Does the pardon will it cover? I don't know if it can cover. Let me see something real quick, you guys. Let me look this up on Google real quick. Can he pardon Diddy from future crimes? Hold on. Let me look this up real quick. Can the president pardon from future convictions? I mean, from future indictments. Let me see. Let me see. No, it says no, the president cannot pardon someone for future indictments. A presidential pardon can only apply to crimes that have already been committed and for which a person has been convicted or pleaded guilty. The U.S. Constitution grants the president the power to issue pardons for offenses against the United States, but this authority is limited to past acts. Since future crimes have not yet occurred, they cannot be pardoned preemptively. Any attempt to issue a blanket pardon for future acts would likely be deemed unconstitutional and invalid in the courts, as it would undermine the rule of law and ability to prosecute future offenses. And let me ask this question. Hold on. Can a president pardon the same person multiple times? Hold on. Can the president let me see. Yep. The president can pardon the same person multiple times, provided each pardon addresses distinct federal offenses that have already been committed. The Constitution, Article 2, Section 2, grants the president broad authority to issue pardons for federal crimes, with no explicit limit on the number of pardons for each individual. Each pardon must specify the particular offense or set of offenses being forgiven. So multiple pardons could apply to different convictions or charges over time. However, pardons cannot cover future crimes as they must relate to specific past acts. There's no legal barrier to ensuing multiple pardons to the same person, though it could raise political and ethical questions depending on the context. Um, let me see this. Can a president hold on? Let me see. Can a president giving multiple pardons to the same person be seen as abuse of power? Let me see. Yes, a president issuing multiple pardons to the same person could be perceived as an abuse of power, depending on the circumstances. Though it is not inherently illegal, the president's pardon authority under Article 2, Section 2 of the Constitution is broad and not explicitly limited, allowing multiple pardons for distinct federal offenses committed by the same individual. However, if the pardons appear to serve personal, political, or corrupt interests, such as protecting allies, obstructing justice, or undermining accountability, critics, legal scholars, or political opponents may argue it constitutes an abuse of power. Courts have historically been reluctant to restrict the pardon power, but actions seen as egregious could prompt legal challenges or impeachment proceedings if Congress deems them an abuse of constitutional authority. Public perception and political consequences would also play a significant role in framing such actions as abusive. Let me see. So I'm answering all y'all questions right now. Trump can pardon him as many times he want. Now he might you know what I'm saying? He might look away, right? But to be honest with you guys, you know, it'll be hard. They'll damn near have to wait till he gets out of office, or if he does it and they think it's abuse of power or they think he's doing a favor, they'll have to try to fight him in court. But I don't see them winning that. Not on that federal level. Now the state level, that's different. Federal level, nope. Trump give him that pardon, he gonna walk. Period. Now y'all smash the like button, share this video, like this video. You know what I mean? You guys let me know what y'all think about this. You know what I'm saying? Will Ghislaine Maxwell and Sean P. Diddy Combs get pardoned in the same year? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Man, that would have been something to bet on right there, bro. You would have bet on that. You might have won a lot of money. You bet on that at the beginning of this year. Y'all let me know what y'all feel on that. Like, share, subscribe. Somebody said it won't happen, man. With Trump, man, you just never know. To everybody who says Trump not pardoned nobody, Trump has already pardoned multiple people. What you talking about? If Larry Hoover didn't have, if he didn't have those state charges, Larry Hoover would be free right now. Trump pardoned him. Trump pardoned NBA YoungBoy. So Trump has pardoned multiple people. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. You talking about, hey, I don't think Trump would do that. Are you out your mind? Trump do what he want to do. Literally. Y'all have seen this before. He gonna do what he wants to do. And that's just all there is to it. Nothing you can do about it. So everybody saying it won't be Diddy though. Hey man, I'm just telling y'all this, man. Like, you know, hey man. I don't put nothing past the dude. So if you ask me right now, do I think he would pardon Diddy? I have to be honest with y'all. I have to tell y'all, yeah, I do think he would pardon Diddy. I'm just being honest. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie to y'all. If I had to bet money on it that Trump had a chance to pardon Diddy, yes, I think he would do it. And he would do it to stick it to the commies. He would do it to stick it to all the other people who went against him. He would do it to stick it to his political enemies. In my opinion, he'd do it. I'm telling you this right now. Right? Let me know what y'all feel. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, there are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drought weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.